Hey, it's Succeed Mark. It's 12:14 p.m. on Friday, October 10th, 2025, and I watched the latest stuff that I got. Plus, I got an update, some big news, but I'll save that for last. And I would have done this video earlier, but my disk drive was doing this thing where it kept eating up the available disk space. So I had to move a bunch of stuff to a flash drive and clear up some space before I could do a live stream. But anyway, um, first, this showed up. It's from Amazon. Um, Something that I ordered. It's diskfreely.com. So they send me a thank you for your support thingy, and a little invoice thingy. All right. All right, so we got Your Love by Marie Digby. And apparently this is a CDR. Now, if you remember Marie Digby from like the mid 2000s, she's a YouTuber. She was known for doing that piano cover of What I've Done by Linkin Park. So I guess it's late 2000s because she probably did after the Transformers movie came out. And she released a few albums here and a few in Japan, I believe, because she's like half Japanese, I think. I'm not sure where Your Love fits in. And I'm not sure why a lot of these why a lot of these tracks have -1 at the end of the titles. Like 6 of the tracks have -1 after the titles. I think these are like some kind of remixes or something. Yeah, because I think only the first 7 tracks are originals, and 14 after that is, or the 7 after that is, I guess, remixes or something. Anyway, so yeah, I don't know if she's still recording or not, but I like her music. So, and I forgot that apparently that I had added this album to my wish list like probably forever ago, and then Amazon suddenly informed me that it was back in stock. So I'm like, okay. Yeah. Another thing. I just randomly found this in the Walmart parking lot. Someone left this. It's open. It's used. Ghost of Girlfriend's Past, starring Jennifer Garner on DVD. Yeah, someone left it on top of a trash bin. So I picked it up during my shift. I haven't actually looked at the disc to see if it's looks perfectly fine. Yeah, so I got a free movie. Got Taylor Swift's new album, The Life of a Showgirl. I got it at Walmart. I made sure that it says explicit on this label because yes, Walmart is finally carrying explicit music. So yeah, I already listened to a bunch of tracks on Amazon Music. So, but anyway, Superman in 4K. It's got a little hologrammy cover. Supergirl is my favorite part of the movie, honestly. Anyway, Karate Kid Legends in 4K. And from Target, got Gran Turismo 7 on sale. I think it was like $30. And GTA 5 for $20. Last GTA that I played was Vice City on PS2. And I don't think I'm going to do story mode on this. I think I'm just going to like just run wild. But yeah, so, and apparently GTA 6 is coming out eventually, but yeah, whatever. So that's that as far as new stuff goes. Cats are doing fine, birds are doing fine. Tuki and Suki are up to 8 eggs, none of which have hatched, so I think they're unfertilized. All right, so now the big news. 4 days ago, I was fired from my job at Walmart. Dumbest thing. So that was on Monday that I was fired at like 5:50 p.m. So like roughly 30 minutes or 31 minutes before I would have clocked out anyway. But basically, they called me into the office. It was about something that happened the day before, like right before I went to lunch. So like roughly 2 something in the afternoon. I went into the back of the bay. I wasn't on like an actual break. I just went in to grab some water because we have a cooler in the back of the bay. So I was standing there by myself, just chugging water. All of a sudden, I hear some guy behind me in the vestibule of the store yelling, "Hey, hey, hey, hey." I'm just chugging water. I'm not even looking in his direction. So I don't know if he's talking to me or not, but if he is, I'm not going to respond to that. I'm not going to respond to hey or yo or whistles or anything like that. Eventually, the guy comes marching all the way to the back of the cart bay, where he's not supposed to be, by the way. And he gets in my face, and he's like, "Hey, are there any electric carts out there or anything?" And he points at, like, I guess some old woman standing in the vestibule. I guess he might want to get for her. I'm not sure. And there's a door greeter standing next to her. So I think she might have given the guy the idea to talk to me. But I'm like, yeah, I haven't seen any in a while. And then he points at the row of broken electric carts, because whenever an electric cart is broken, we bring it to the back of the bay so the customers won't take them. And he's like, what about these? I'm like, those are all broken. So then I just continue drinking my water. And he seems stunned for a bit, like he doesn't know how to proceed. And then he's like, didn't you hear me yelling at, or no, he's like, didn't you hear me screaming at you? I was like, sure. But you didn't say excuse me, you didn't say please. And then he sticks his hands up in my face. He's like, and he starts saying something that I can't even understand what he's saying. So I finished my water and I leave out the back of the bay, and he's heading back up front to the vestibule. And as I'm closing the bay door, he's like, "This is why you work at Walmart." So yeah. So that happened. So yeah, I got fired because of that. Because apparently it was on me apparently to try to calm down the customer, tell them, I'm sorry, sir, I'm on my break, but let me see if I can find someone else to help you. Yeah, find someone else to help him while I'm on my break. No, 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 no. Um, Also, the assistant manager was like, you should could have let the guy, he didn't let the guy know that you were on break. And it's like, I was like, I think it would have been obvious because I was drinking water. And he's like, that's not always the case. You can drink water anytime. I think he thought I was on my 15, but I wasn't. I was just on a water break. But anyway, because I had a previous coaching and this would have been a coaching, and I was at the red level because I had a previous coaching in December for like performance issues and stuff. I was suddenly no longer working there, which is fine because my mom, the only reason I stayed there this long was I remember what my mom said: don't quit, let them fire you. So, I'm seeing some kind of ghostly effect here on the screen. I don't know what that thing is. Is there something on the camera? I guess there was. Maybe it was cat hair or something. I don't know. So yeah, so I'm doing food delivery because I think I've mentioned before that I'm on Grubhub and Uber Eats. So for the past 3 days, I've made like more than half of what I make at Walmart in any given week. Uh, so I think I would easily be able to match what I make at Walmart, maybe even do a bit more, assuming I do this every day. And today I'm off to a bit of a late start because I woke up early and I went to Walmart for the grand reopening of the store. Basically, they've been doing a remodel for like, I don't know, I think the manager said 16 weeks. I don't know. But so, however long this has been going on, it's finally over. And we've got a new gas station, even though it's just a few yards from a Circle K and a 7-Eleven. And they started the price today like $2.75, then took it down. They were going to take it down $2.73. They were authorized to take it down to $2.71. I haven't gotten gas there yet, but let me start at the beginning. So I arrived there at 8 something because the festivities were to begin at 9. They had like part of the parking lot taped off, like where the cart bay is and all that stuff. They had the local pop station there. They had people from the sheriff's office. They had the cheerleaders and marching band from my old high school. So cheerleaders were just doing these really weak cheers and shaking their pom-poms while music played on the radio. And then the marching band played something. They were doing their little cheers, mostly just kind of stepping from side to side or swaying and shaking their pom-poms. And yeah. Manager gave a speech, thanked a bunch of people. Other people that they presented checks to gave speeches. So that was done, and there were like 2 food trucks plus some lady with lemonade or something there. So I went and got 2 Vampire Slayer empanadas from one of the food trucks. Now the grand opening of, or the ribbon cutting of the gas station was going to be at 11. So I waited around for that. Only to find out, like at 10 something, that the gas station was already open and had been open since 8. It wasn't very clear, but apparently it was only the ribbon cutting ceremony that was going to be at 11, and they did that at the store too. They had ribbon cutting nowhere near the front entrance, by the way, because I think the store was just open this entire time, and they just did the ribbon cutting off to the side, and yeah, it was. Oh, and the cheerleaders and marching band marched into the store after it was open, playing music while walking into Walmart, like a huge line of people. It's like, okay, that's not going to disrupt anything. But anyway, so I went over to the convenience store. I got a free drink, found drink, any size. So I got a large Coke and Pepsi mixed together. So it ended up tasting like neither, and it kind of sucked. But anyway, I'll be going back later to fill up on gas, and like get an energy drink, I guess. But right now I'm home. I had to come home and feed the kitties. I'm gonna scoop their poop and all of that stuff. I'm charging my phone, so I have a full charge before I do deliveries. And gonna watch an episode of Pretty Little Liars, and then the phone should be charged, and I'll go out. So yeah, I'm no longer in retail, and I'm not exactly upset about it. And I've got plenty of savings, so money really isn't an issue. The only reason that I stayed at Walmart, other than what my mom told me, was so I could live off my Walmart money and not touch my savings. So that's the same reason I'm doing food deliveries. So I won't touch my savings in case I need it for something someday. And that's it basically. Other than that, nothing's really going on. I'm gonna look forward to playing these later. Yeah, so it is 12:32 p.m. and that's it. Thanks for watching.